Let's look at number 9 from section 8.3. Here we've got a loading ramp in a steel yard, that has a horizontal run that is 23 feet longer than its vertical rise. If the ramp is 29 feet long, what is the vertical rise? So that basically forms a right triangle. The run is the horizontal part of the triangle, and the rise is the vertical part of the right triangle. And notice the ramp is actually the hypotenuse of the triangle. So we're going to be using Pythagorean's theorem, which says if I square the legs, the two sides that form the right angle are called the legs. If I square the legs of the right triangle and add those together, that sum of squares will equal the square of the hypotenuse. So remember, when we square a binomial, we're using the distributive property twice. So we're actually multiplying x plus 23 times x plus 23. So x has to get multiplied by x plus 23, giving me x squared plus 23x. And then 23 would have to get multiplied by x plus 23. I get another 23x plus 23 squared. And when I square 23, I get 529. That equals the square of 29, which is 841. So I have 2x squared plus 46x plus 529 equals 841. And then I'm going to subtract 841 from both sides of the equation to get it in standard form. So 2x squared plus 46x minus 841 plus 529, I actually wind up getting a minus 312 here. Now you could try to see if possibly this can be factored. Perhaps it can, but this number is a pretty large number with a lot of factoring possibilities. I think the quickest thing to do here is to just go straight to the quadratic formula, where a is 2, b is 46, c is negative 312. So x, the variable of the equation, will equal minus b is 46, plus or minus the square root of 46 squared minus 4 times 2 times negative 312. And all of this is divided by 2 times 2, 2a. So minus 46 plus or minus the square root of 4,612 divided by 4. Now when we look back at the problem, we're told to not round until the final answer, and then round to 2 decimal places as needed. So I'm going to put this into my calculator, and the calculator, so what I want to be careful about on a problem like this is when I find the square root of 4,612, I want to, if I need the final answer to be rounded to 2 decimals, then I need to make sure that I round this to at least, I would recommend using 5 decimal places. And that ensures that you'll not interfere with the correct answer by rounding too soon. So here I did round this off, but I rounded it to 5 decimal places. In the end, I need just 2 decimal places. So you do have to be mindful of that. All right, so when I calculate the result that comes from subtracting negative 46 minus 67.91171 divided by 4, obviously I'm going to get a negative answer. The result is a negative 28.48. And that doesn't make any sense, because remember that the x is the rise on the ramp. So this is not applicable for the problem. It solves the equation, but it doesn't make any sense for this application problem. Then I know x is approximately negative 46 plus 67.91171, all divided by 4. Putting that into my calculator and rounding to 2 decimal places, I get that this is approximately 5.48. So that's the rise on my ramp, 5.48. That's actually what I was trying to find. So the vertical rise is 5.48 feet. So in these type of problems, you can round, but you have to make sure, I would use at least 3 additional digits from what the answer I'm going to enter needs to be rounded to. So this needs to be rounded to 2 decimal places. So any rounding I did along the way, I made sure I gave myself 5 decimal places in order not to interfere with the correctness of your answer.